Alright, today's video is going to be about Batman. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out here. I am not the biggest fan of DC. I just don't really care for their characters, like, for the most part. But Batman, on the other hand, now, I don't care how much you're into Marvel. There is no amount of Marvel fan that should be able to hate Batman. I don't care. He's just the coolest person ever. And just so happens to be the coolest bat ever. Alright? And you can't really hate on his backstory if you like Marvel either, because him and Iron Man are not that different. I've not heard a lot of people talk about this, but Iron Man and Batman are just pretty much the same. I mean, both of them got their parents killed. Both of them are rich and inherited their, like, you know, parents' money. You know, because, well, they're both dead. But both of them also became superheroes and made their own suit. So, I mean, I just don't get where people don't see that similarity. I mean, Batman and Iron Man are very similar, which is part of the reason why I do like him so much, because him and Iron Man aren't that different. But the part where it gets different is their personalities. They are two different entities completely when it comes to that. See, the thing that makes Batman so much more, you know, different than most superheroes is, well, for one, he kind of dresses up like a bat. But the second thing is how he has no powers, no nothing. I mean, yes, his suits do get high-tech, but for the most part, bro just comes up with a plan. Like, that's all he really does. He comes up with some sort of plan. He is the best detective. He can figure out anything. If there's information, he can get it. If the information doesn't exist, he can still somehow get it. That's just who Batman is. He's very good at being a detective. And he's also very good at, you know, finding a way around things. He is just, you know, kind of like a symbol of, like, the human spirit, pretty much, because he has no powers, and he's standing up to people that have the capability to destroy planets easily, and he can still somehow hang with them, and that's just who Batman is. And another one of the things that, you know, Batman is, like, very intent on is just his code of ethics and what he thinks is right, which is a lot of people do disagree with him for some reason. I mean, it's not just for some reason, alright? I mean, there's valid reasons, like, he just keeps on locking up villains for them to come out, kill 10 more people, and then him just to, you know, put him back in jail. Then he breaks out and kills another, like, 100 people. And it just keeps on getting worse and worse. Like, at this point, you know, I kind of do agree with people that say, you know, Batman just needs to go ahead and kill him, but, you know, see, there's a problem with that. I mean, it's his character. There's not really much you can do about that. You can either like the character or not like the character. You can't like the character and then want the character to be completely different, because then you don't like the character. But I do understand when people say that. It kind of makes sense. Another thing I just thought about, he goes up against, like, you know, villains that have powers. Just imagine what's going through their head. It's like, alright, this is just a normal man, you know? He doesn't have any powers. He just has, you know, a few bat-shaped boomerangs, pretty much. And, you know, a suit that has a bat symbol on it, you know? Like, he can't beat me, right? He's just normal. Like, he can't beat me. And then you just get completely fodderized. Like, the fact that Batman is able to beat such insane people. And I know there's been times where Batman's had powers. I mean, everyone that is powerless has had powers in any comic. If you think any type of, like, TV show is crazy, or any type of, like, live-action version of a comic is crazy, you haven't read the comics. I don't know why, but anytime there are comics made about something, it is always the most craziest, outlandish thing you can possibly think of. And it works. Well, let's go ahead and, you know, wrap this up. Overall, I think Batman is a very interesting character, and doesn't really have too many things to hate about, so, I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion, even if it's wrong, as always, but if you don't like Batman, just remember you're wrong, because, you know, he's a cool character. He has code of ethics, you know. He dresses up like a bat at nighttime, so when you ever say that out loud, it's kind of funny, so just try to do that, you know. You'll enjoy yourself. But, yeah, maybe one day I'll go into a more, like, deep dive of his character. But for now, I just wanted to make, a quick little video about Batman. And, yeah. See you next time. Yeah. And don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, you thought I forgot, didn't you? I didn't. Now do it. Yeah.